Should your marketing message impact your media strategy? Should the promotion or whatever creative message you want to get out there to the consumer impact the media that you select, your media buying strategy? That is the question we're going to address today on this episode of BrandVision Marketing's Brand Boost. Now, when I was a kid, I was a prankster, a jokester, a goofball, right? And I would pull my pranks and have my jokes and have my fun, and that was all good and well. But Mom came to me at some point and said, "Play your prank, have your fun, make your joke, whatever, but don't leave that person's presence without letting them in on it. Because if they walk away from you thinking that whatever you told them is fact and not fiction, then you're not a prankster, you're a liar, and you're not going to be a liar." So that stayed with me. But one day I unwittingly broke that rule. I'm a big Yankees fan, and on my desk sits a picture from a trip I took to Yankee Stadium. It was the All-Star break. They weren't playing, but we got to tour the stadium. And one of the things you could do is have your name on the scoreboard, now batting, with your name under it. So I did that and have that picture on my desk, right? So used to do a lot of networking, and had a friend over from a networking group who was in my office, and she saw that picture on my desk. And she was a big sports fan, big Tennessee fan, football, basketball. And she sees this and says, "Did you play for the Yankees?" And I thought she was kidding. I mean, right? Derek Jeter, I'm not, right? Aaron Judge and I have very little in common at the plate, right? So I said, "Oh yeah, I was a utility infielder from 94 to 2001," joking, right? Well, a couple weeks later, we're at a networking event. We're together, and she signals me to come over, and so I do. And she said, "Hey, this guy's a big Yankees fan, and he wanted to meet you because you played for the Yankees." And of course, my eyes lit up like saucers because I just like, Dawn, that was a joke. I did not really play for the New York Yankees. So in this instance, my message and my market did not really coincide with the media that I used to tell the story, and I broke my mom's rule but I thought she was in on the joke, but I was wrong. Now, when it comes to the market, if you're probably familiar with the marketing triangle, market, message, underneath three hands, is media. And there it is, right? You've got your market making up one side of this equilateral triangle. Who you are talking to, this is the consumer that you want to benefit from your product or service. And the message is all about the benefits that they can derive from that product or service. Now, the media component, there at the bottom, the media is how you reach them, the various vehicles in play to try to reach that market with your message. So no surprise that each side of this metaphorical marketing marvel is equal, because each is equally important to the success of the whole. If one is off kilter, then the whole thing collapses. So, like, if your message is on track, but you're talking to the wrong markets, failure, right? If you're talking to the right people, but you're not utilizing a media vehicle where they hang out, then again, it's another whiff. So, our question today: should your message dictate your media strategy? And simply put, yes. Now, the notion that, and it's been easily embraced over the years, that when you examine the message and market component of that triangle, they have to be in sync, of course. I mean, you're not going to sell hearing aids to teenagers, right? So we've always embraced that aspect, but bringing media into the message component may require a little bit more of a deep dive. I mean, years ago, when I started BrandVision Marketing, we had 5 ways to reach people, right? You had TV, radio, outdoor, billboards, print, and direct mail. Those were your 5 options. Now, the possibilities are through the absolute roof. You've got social media and streaming platforms and so much. There's so many different vehicles you can utilize to reach that target market. So when looking at this marketing triangle, the media and market component of this, that's kind of a no-brainer. You have to utilize media that is talking to your target market. But fitting the message into that, creating a message that may fit better with one specific media than another, is something that needs to be considered now, and that requires a little bit more of a deep dive. But it may not eliminate media from contention in terms of your promotional dollar, but it may tweak how you use that media. For instance, if you have a product or service where there is a high educational curve involved, where the consumer needs to learn more and more about what you're offering, it may be tough to fit that into a 15-30 second radio spot, right? It may be hard to fit that into a 15-30 second streaming ad or TV ad, but yet you may be able to utilize a QR code in those ads to point them to a landing page where they can absorb a lot more information. You may be able to use a quick, easy to remember website in your radio ad to point them in the same direction. So all of that is relative, and you have to look at your messaging component through that lens, and it may help you effectively form that media component of the triangle, as well as the market side of that triangle. So consider each side, consider each element of the campaign, see where they mesh, see where there's a disconnect, and when you finish measuring each side of that equilateral triangle, because they're all important, you should be all set for success. So have questions? Shoot us an email at info@brandvisionmarketing.com or visit brandvisionmarketing.com to schedule a free discovery session. Thank you for watching this episode of Brand Boost, and have a great day.